What's going on? What's going on? I forgot to turn back on my mic. So, yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit of a warm up before I begin the stream. And that I really need a containment vessel to contain the cut out parts. Still trying to figure that one out. So, anyways, hey guys, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? 8 concurrent viewers, that's great. Yeah, don't mind my voice, don't mind my snorting. I just came out of the shower, and I'm a little bit demotivated today. Like, I'm a little bit low on energy. So, how's everybody doing? Yeah, that sound was me opening the bags. Use the other side of the box. Alright then. I'm fine, how are you? Not that good. Seriously, not that good. A lot has happened. Oh yeah, and the stickers are there. Right, so I guess I'll need to clean out the other side of my desk. There's a lot of crap there. Yeah, nothing is gonna get done in this stream. It's just that I just want to open up a stream just to chat with you guys while at the same time preparing my Gunpla for painting purposes. So yeah, treat this as just like a casual chat session. How about that? Any tips on how to get rid of cicadas? No. Oh yeah, stupid core Gundams on my desk. Still haven't got that compilation video done. I'm on Saturn now, so there's still quite a bit of armors to go through before I am done. Right, I gotta turn down the podcast I'm listening to. So yes, let's get this on the road, shall we? So there's quite a bit that I would like to talk about. Hell, I'm scared. Well, just turn off your lights then. So there's quite a bit that I would like to cover. First of all, it is, yeah, I really want to show you guys my concept, like what the hell I'm going to do with the kit that I have on hand here. So here it is. This is my concept. As you can see, the name Vulpecula. So this is gonna be the constellation of the Fox. It is nothing really too integral to the story, so I'm not afraid to spoil this for you guys because Vulpecula will not appear in the story at all. It's just me having a little bit of fun with kind of like the fox theme. So, yeah, this is the color concept. It feels pretty okay, to be honest with you guys, because the last one over here just looks weird. I was trying to go for a Senko vibe, but it didn't work out that well, so I went for this. And I feel like the ears over here should be red instead of having the red insides. What do you guys think? But overall, I think this is the color scheme that I would like to go for. Just some minor tweaks and to find the time with perfect weather conditions. Then I can go ahead and just paint this thing. So what do you guys think of the concept right here? Looks nice. Cool. Good to know. Okay, before I move on to different questions, because I do have quite a bit regarding the build, and I did display that I would prepare the Quanta, the GN Sword 4. Well, I did cut out this piece right here. This is basically for connecting the shield and the GN Sword 4. So I did some tests on this piece right here, and I really want to get you guys' feedback because I'm not really too sure whether to use the GN Sword or actually rip off the other GN, what is it called? The GN Shield from my other GN Quanta. And it looks as though I have put away the other GN, like, I don't know, the GN sword bits. Because there was one bit that wasn't willing to stay on in the previous years, and I just boxed it up. I didn't know which box, so stupid me then. Yep. Okay, let's get this business on the road, shall we? Now, yeah. And I don't know, regarding Gunpla, there's nothing really too much to talk about, so yeah, nothing too much But all the stupid P-Bandai releases. Yeah, by the way, Tertium Arms isn't in today. I looked up some Japanese channels and I don't feel like the Tertium Arms is actually on stock in Japan either. So that's probably gonna explain why we do not have the Tertium Arms here. So yeah, tomorrow I do have the art class. Double Quanta today, but what? Hey Ray, how's it going? Excuse me. Yeah, and also the Dictus is supposed to start shipping today, but there is no news on that whatsoever. I haven't even received an email saying that I can track the delivery. So maybe the email is gonna come tomorrow. So I'm not really too sure. But the previous email states that today should be the day that the Dictus starts to be distributed, be shipped. And apparently, not that well. Does it come with green magic particles? That I haven't really thought too deep into Volpicula, but let's just say I really want a Kitsune in the history of my story. Let's say that, but I'm not really too sure what I'm gonna be doing with the character other than just making a backlog for her. Like not backlog. What am I talking about? Making a making I don't know, a log. What is it called? Like a prologue entry for her. So yeah, it's just me playing around with the Kitsune idea, so I haven't really thought too deep into the machine, the character, all that kind of good stuff. But if this character ever crosses my mind that deeply, because I'm focusing on the story right now, yes, I did progress on the recent chapter in the recent days, because there was really nothing to do. Like, there was really nothing to do. Warframe, there was nothing to do on there. Plus the poor reception that Warframe has been getting recently, it just turned me off, because all the poor reception that the game is receiving actually deserves it. And actually, because of this poor reception, one of my friendships was ruined. Sorry to go too so depressing this quickly, but yeah, Warframe, like, Digital Extremes questionable acts have caused quite a bit of arguments between me and my friend, let's say. So yeah, it's quite a weird time we're living in, huh? Dude, did you get the full saber? Yes, but not on camera right now because I want to prepare the Shia Quanta first. Let's try dry brushing earlier today. Let's say it didn't go so well. Yeah, we all have our mistakes, so learn from that experience and you'll get better eventually. We need a high grade Else Quanta. P-Bandai, let's say that. But I believe they're gonna do the second generation Gundam first, because we saw the Gundam Plutone. I watched reviews of it. Mine is on the way, quote unquote on the way, because I bought the second batch, which is gonna be available in December. So my Plutone will be available to me in December. So yeah, let's pray that this whole pandemic thing can get better. I will mention this: you can store the Tertium beam sabers in the shield binders. I know I can store the Tertium's beam sabers in the binder. In fact, I do have the Tertium here now. I expected it to appear on camera today, but stupid delivery system or something like that. But it's still not yet the proper release date, so I cannot fuss about it too much. So hopefully it's gonna be available tomorrow. But here they are. There's the beam sabers over here, people. So store it on with the beam emitters facing outwards, and then there you go. Store the beam sabers. But if you upgraded it to the advanced tertium, where are the beam sabers stored? Because I do not know how Masaki Shido managed to pull 3 beam rifles and 2 beam sabers out of his ass. MJ, what was the kit that got cancelled in October? The Lord of Stray double remake. Unfortunately, like, excuse me, I'm gonna be going on tangents in this stream, so I'm not gonna be as focused as I was doing with all the other build streams, because this is just a chill. So forgive me if progress is slower than usual. I'm gonna be streaming as long as I could. Okay, so let's start a new window over here. Excuse me, starting. And what was I gonna hobby? Okay, there we go. So if you check out the catalog over here, so let's switch to scene 3. Check out the catalog over here. Like, this is September. We get something extreme Masquerade Extreme Unicorn, skip all the way. Yeah, the best kit in 2020, no doubt. Then the silhouette frame was on time last week, so who knows? The production line has ran into some issues. And then of course here we have the 30-minute mission upgrade sets. Not really too sure about those, but maybe, just maybe, some of the pieces over here can prompt me to go ahead and rip it off so that I can put it onto my custom gunpla. And of course the Re-Rising Gundam and the Tertiary Arms. And then of course the whole hunk of P Bandai over here. And yeah, Gundam based exclusives, I know about these. Excuse me. And who the hell would go for premium Bandai just to go for a premium box art for the Masquerade Extreme Unicorn Gundam? Let's be honest here. No, not me. And then over here, October 4. This is pathetic. This is freaking pathetic. Like, 4 retail releases. Seriously. And only one of which I give a damn about. Because I do not, like, I'm not interested in the bound dock. Plus, the bound dock is paying, like the money that I'm saving from not buying the bound dock is paying for the Waddam Pod, EX Valkalander, and the Windham. Because these 3 kits combined costs exactly the same as the bound dock. So there you have it. And of course we do have a Figuarts standard Fumina, which I'm not really too sure what to feel about her, but then again, not really too interested. And considering that the Dictus is not going to be here until next week, so I'm going to have the Dictus next week at least. And of course here we have the whole chunk of P Bandai over here, with a lot of the cards I don't give a damn about. And then yeah, I'm just gonna go on to the rest of the year and into January, just to show you guys the catalog, and I'm gonna read the chat afterwards. And of course in November it's not organized obviously, and there we have it, the Lord of Stray double remake. Of course the thumbnail hasn't changed, but it's using that brilliant red over there, looking pretty good. Okay, there is a new pose over here, new images. So this thing can stand without a stand, or that is probably photo editing trickery and that this is fooling us. But the blunt fingers I'm not really too big of a fan about, but it's Bandai, it's not Katabukiya, what do I expect? So yeah, Lord of Stray double remake delayed to November, and 30-minute missions I don't care about. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not really too big of a 30-minute missions fanboy. And yeah, this is the only kid I give a damn about, because Master Grade Wing Verka, not my cup of tea. Although yes, this is the Glory of Losers version, which does have the burnt mode, and maybe a P-Band I said for the Zwei Basta. I'm not sure. I've been confusing the Wing Zero's manga exclusive accessories to the Snow White. And of course here I have a whole chunk of P-Bandai over here. Masquerade Testament people. Who of you guys are looking forward to that? December, of course, Pokemon and Hello Kitty. And of course the Tri-Holder frame. Over here, the 2 core Gundams, the back version of the Intricate Gundam with no accessories whatsoever, the most legendary duo ever in SDEX standard, for some stupid reason not cross silhouette. And of course, yeah, this is the one thing I really want. Like, this is the one thing I really want from November. Like, initially, November. So this was in November. This is the double rebig rifle. I really want to use this for a custom. And for all I know, the front chest piece of the Lord of Stray double rebig is going to be left over, so I can use that for free. But it's been delayed to December. It's for a core Gundam Armor custom. Like, god damn it, Bandai. Delaying all of these for no particular reason whatsoever. And of course, here we have the Mobius Loop. That is the Double O Sky Mobius. And a whole lot of P-Bandai down here. I was going to pick up the Totes Ritter, but it was sold out the moment I saw it on the P-Bandai web shop. So, second batch, hopefully. And of course, here we go on to Happy New Year 2021, yoo-hoo. And yeah, here we have basically the only release that I can slightly give a damn about. But looking at the price tag, is heavier than a bound dock, so no, I'm not going to pick this up. It is the Real Grade Zeong. Nothing too spectacular to show so far, but the detailing looks fantastic. And of course, the cool CGI art. Oh, it would be nice if these are LEDs, but a man can hope, right? But we do get the effect part set. This is the last shooting set with all of the effect parts. It looks like this is what they should have done with the gun in the end. But anyways, these are just to simulate the blasting effects, the thruster effects, which should look nice. And of course, the real Grey Gundam is not going to be included in this set. So yeah. Because yes, Zeta still crappiest, but the one that started it all back in 2010. And of course, here we have the effects and all of the effect parts and the scene to set up for the last shooting scene, and looking pretty nice here. So that's basically the catalog for the rest of the year. Unless they do some surprise announcement for October, which is gonna be too late by the time of this stream. Okay, so let me read the comments. Are you getting the Ryuguy Zeong? I'm not tempted to. But if there is nothing to build in January, which I doubt because Build Diverse Battlelog, I will not be getting the Ryuguy Zeong if there are any other releases to remain. The Saddle Suit and the Valkyrie ripoff, that is the Abattoir. Yeah, and then for goddamn sure, you know Bandai, with their greedy minds and all, they're gonna be reusing those molds twice for the Type F and the Type F Black each. What's up, Mecha? Not Mecha Gaikotsu. I know you're Olsen. I know. I do like the Saddle Suit. Yeah, I would like the Saddle Suit. Abattoir not so much, but I'm not really too big of a fan of Abattoir, especially when it takes up so much space from to the front. But there's the front head, so yeah, there you have it. Oh yeah, GBGW got lag. I know. It took like forever for me to upgrade a piece. And I'm gonna talk about GBGW later on, and just gaming stuff in general. Yeah, ramen noodles kit. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be the top kit of 2020, no doubt. The Core Gundam 2 has so many issues. Anima Rise close second, but the best is for the best kit in 2020. Joking, by the way, is the cup noodles. It's a commemorative piece, but it's still a joke that Bandai will put so much effort into that kit. Yeah, cup noodles. Good. Buy 2 Lord of Stray double rebates for the different modes. Not really too sure about that, but yeah, maybe I should. It depends on how the mechanic works, and it depends on how it holds up in the reverso form, because the high grade form of the reverso form of the Lord of Stray double rebake, not really too big of a fan of it. Mesha Zwark set. Okay. Not really too proficient with my German there. The cup noodle could get the best color separations, yeah. What's the... Oh, god damn it. Stupid chat. Not saying that you guys, it's just that the automated scrolling is just stupid. What's the name of the Astray kit? The Lord of Stray double rebake, or the Load of Stray double rebake, but either it's lost in translation or it's actually called the Load of Stray double rebake, which... Not really too big of a fan of that name, to be honest with you. I would rather it call Lord. Never mind, get Figures Decade. Maniacs are seriously gonna give us legs in P Bandai, I swear. That's what I've been saying ever since the teaser for the Ryuguy Zeong has been announced. Like, they're gonna charge me 140 Hong Kong dollars for some legs. That's seriously what they're gonna freaking do. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh shit, that's wrong. Perfect Grade Zeong, man. Is Build Diverse Battlelog cancelled? Not from I know. Not yet, so expect the figure standard of T97 for improvement in Battlelog. I think we should expect May first. Like a figurized standard May. Or maybe the made form of May. I don't know. Basically her real life form. No, not her real life form. Her diver form. Or her maid form. So that's what I'm going for. I'm sorry I neglected your stream, Andre-san. I've been watching. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Well, watch what you want. Watch what you want. I'm not gonna force you guys to stay here. Plus, progress is gonna be slow in this stream anyway. So yeah. it's load. I know it's load, but you can never trust anything on the wiki. Like, unless, yeah, I'm still holding on to a little bit of glimmer of hope for it to be the Lord Astray, because, yeah, we have seen stuff lost in translation before, so, yup. Hopefully that's going to be called Lord. But yeah, the wiki, you should not trust it wholeheartedly, because anybody could edit the wiki. Like, remember the time when the Saturn X Gundam was not called the Saturn X Gundam, was just called the main character's new planet system armor? People actually trusted the leak that it was quote-unquote called the Net 8 Gundam. Now, of course, we know the forms now because all the names are released, but people trust information too blindly. Of course, it was lucky that the new Gundam was actually called the fake new Gundam, so the leak was correct, but the orange form was not called the Net 8 Gundam, and people actually trusted that, put it on the wiki, misled a lot of people, and then causing them to have some backlash against Bandai for quote-unquote needing to take astronomy lessons. Because let me tell you, Saturn X, yeah, Saturn is the god of agriculture, and the Saturn X Gundam's tools are actually made to tamper with the ground, so obviously there's the link there. By the way, your review is the perfectibility is good, and I'm convinced I will be buying it. Cool. No, I'm not going to be showing you guys the Core Gundam customs, not until I'm done with this anyways. May stress SS as a Pico Nemo in days of old, or at least re-releasing a pound. Yeah, sure. That could be good. Raid Up is a lie. Some random gacha players. Yeah. Okay, back to the freaking build. Spent too much time on the internet today. Right, so GBGW. Oh man, what a treat. Because we do get. Hey there, Ubi. Okay, where's the extra tab? Sorry, gotta look up something here. Because we did get. Oh, god damn it. The stupid camera is covering up the show full image link. Because I'm gonna switch to scene 1 over here. Oh, what is this? What is this? God damn it, whatever. It's okay. I'm not gonna deal with technical issues in the stream, so I'm just gonna have to talk while you guys are blind. Because wait a minute, I could actually. Oh, this is for the games. Oh, I get it. So this here is the newest original kit released in Gundam Breaker Mobile. It is called the Gundam Valkyrie, and the only way to obtain it is to pull on the Valkyrie coin banner, which is a permanent banner, which is okay. You have 100% chance to get one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 parts of the Valkyrie Gundam, which is cool. However, the only way you obtain the Valkyrie coins is to play in the Gunpla Battle Power Labs. According to Zant's analysis, the Gundam Valkyrie does not have good tags. Yeah, Gundam type and support type. I'm like, honestly, not really that big of a fan about it. But it does have good flat stats, and it does look good because it does have an awakening mode right here, as you can see. However, yeah, the Gunpla Battle Power Labs is a complete and utter joke. Like, to me at least, you guys may have the ability to complete the Power Labs with ease, because maybe you're just extremely lucky getting all the parts that you need, or maybe you're a pay-to-win player. But that's basically what the Power Labs are. A pay-to-win system. Like, you need at least 19. Like, not at least 19. You need 19 strong Gunpla. And since this week, or this Grand Prix is about melee, then you will need 19 strong melee suits. And of course there are going to be perks that are going to be thrown in. So like advanced melee mode and stat switch. So switching your defenses and offenses around. So yeah, And I personally, why am I frustrated about this? Because the Valkyrie coins can only be obtained after you completed all the laps, and I have no ability to. And thus far, that's the only way to obtain the Valkyrie coins. I really want to put this kit together, at least have it on a free team to actually compete inside the shoulder missions, in the story missions. Because the Astra Reframe Flame is not good, because you build it with Dragon Gundam parts. The BD Rider is not good because you build it with dual Gundam parts. The Enzian is probably okay, but I do not have all the good versions of the parts needed to build the Enzian. The Triumpher, I do not have any parts for that. I do not have any parts to build the any of the other characters' suits apart from the Artemis, the Arrayus, and the Code 5. But this design right here looks absolutely amazing, and yet I have no way of actually obtaining it because I have no ability to pass the stupid power laps, because I do not have enough parts to complete that. And the comfortable way to go ahead and complete the power laps. Oh, I'm staring at display for far. Well, anyways, I'm gonna cut off all the parts that I need from display anyways. So the most comfortable way to complete the power laps is to have a heavily armored suit, or just some suit with heavy melee attack, and a finisher EX skill each. And the worst part of all, when you complete a lap, that Gunpla will be registered in their system, so you cannot use the parts that are used on that Gunpla for the next lap. If I could use the parts that I used in the previous lap, I would have gone through it in a breeze. Like, that's absolutely no problem at all. I'm gonna go back to the main screen for a second. Like, man. Who's the pilot of the Gundam Valkyrie? Sana. The pilot of the Dianthus, the Sana Kapul. Basically the girl. Jupiter, the storm in Jupiter, you know, spinning. Yeah, I know. And by the way, the format of the Core Gundam compilation is that I'm gonna be it's gonna be a semi-formal compilation where I describe the basic characteristics, basic weaponry, and of course my thoughts on why the planet is named that. Of course, that only applies to the planetary Core Gundams, because Anima Rise is of course animalized, and On Rise because I don't know. And Alice is just a gigantic copycat. Just like every cartoon villain ever. We need a separate wiki. Yeah, we do have that, but I do not know if it's separate wiki for Gundam Breaker Mobile. I think we do have that, but nobody is maintaining that. If I like Doven Wolf, Unicorn, Delta Kais, and Wonder Broker design, what cut should I look for? Silver Bullet. The Silver Bullet is basically the Dover Wolf with the Gundam design, so yeah, you can go ahead for that. Are there any more story missions? We just had chapter 12, so there is probably gonna be some more story missions coming down the line with mainline updates. But I'm not the person to go and look for that. I'm not the person to be providing you guys with this kind of information, because I'm not really too big behind the news of the game. Is the Valkyrie Sana's new machine? Yeah, it is. It is Sana's new machine. The circuit mode is bad. Yeah, I attest to that. The S Gundam or the Deep Striker, XS Gundam would be a little bit too bulky if you want to compare it to the Doven Wolf, but whatever you fancy, man. I no longer play GBGW. Fair enough. I can't play Gundam Broken. Oh, that's sad. Sorry. And then it's useless if you finish all that to get Valkyrie. Yeah. I really hope there is another way to get the Gundam Valkyrie, because I really love the design. I really want to put it together, and it does have good stats. So, yeah. I may even probably use it for a skin, because I really do like the looks of it. like there's this feature called custom skins right now, but you actually need to have a duplicate of the part if you want to. Like, let's say I have the full Extreme Gundam, but let's say if I want another a skin of the full Extreme Gundam, I would either have to sacrifice the one that I have right now for the skin, or have a full duplicate set. But that's talking about if you want to have a full set of for the skin. Pretty much these can't be any cheaper kits. If Bandai's gonna milk the fuck out of Unicorn, they might as well create a Banshee perfectibility and overbuy it. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. They may go, because they have the molds, and from what I've heard, it is possible, they may go ahead and create the real great perfectibility Divine. And they have the mold for the Fennec, and so they may actually make it a GPT exclusive to make the G Fennec of the real great G Fennec. So basically silver chrome and pink cycle frame. And then they like, I know it may not exist in the universe. Excuse me, burp. I know it may not exist in the universe, but they may make the Awakening versions of all of those. So if you count the canon versions of those, they are at least like perfectibility Awakened, Divine Awakened, G Fennec and Awakened, and Fennec Awakened. So there's at least 6 canon variants that they could make. Are you gonna review the Shia Quanta again? No, I don't think so. The build series as a whole is a slice of life anime with Gunpla battles to support and connects people and stuff. Yeah, and of course it invigorates people to build Gunpla, just like the original Build Fighters has done. TR6 Inlay is even bulkier than the Dover. No shit, that's true. If we get a chapter 13, they need to give us a 1-star complete Gundam Valkyrie by completing. It is to match how Sana made the machine herself. Yeah, and apparently the protagonist has no original build kits. Like, the Gundam Artemis won from a competition by Sana, given to the protagonist. The Gundam Arrayus won by the protagonist. So we really need an original Gunpla for the protagonist. Of course, excuse me, I choked on my spit. But of course, it could be based on the Destiny and the Gundam X, and maybe some F91 in some aspects. But we need an original Gunpla for the protagonist. Oh, I found the high grade University Rizal Type C. That does look good. Let's be honest here. So, yeah, if only there was a way. Of course, inverted like the conversion parts. Like, if you want to convert, I really forgot the specific term, but if you want to I don't know, power up some certain 6-star parts to like 6-star plus or something like that. I really forgot the name. You will need materials that are only obtainable in the circuit breaker. Like in the circuit mode, the materials are only obtainable there. So yeah, but the payoff is probably gonna be worth it. Like using those materials. Like I'm planning to power up my Gundam Exia GN Drive because it does improve on the power on Trans Am Raid. Not that there is a need for extra power for that skill anyways, but it is probably going to be good if I have just a GN Drive Trans Am Raid with S- power. And that the Bound Dock event that is on right now actually provides the fragments that allows you to make Gundam Exia parts. So I'm going to be converting all of those to GN Drives, obviously, because the GN Sword is crap, and that the head is a selfish skill. I am going to be powering up my Trans Am Raid even more, so I don't know. I only got one shot on this, because you need 3 of those materials. I think that's all. No, that's not all the parts. I need the back cover. My first Gunpla was the high grade Universal Century Gundam F91. That's a good kit. That's a pretty good kit. Apart from the tediously that is to convert the F91 from the normal mode to the MEPE mode, because you need to switch faces, but that's to be expected. It's a pretty good kit. It's a little bit tedious in my opinion, but what can you do? It's such a small kit, you can't do much with it. I can't delete you. Just save your progress, man. Like, transfer your data into either your Facebook account or your Google account. Then you will preserve all the progress that you have. MJ, did you get the parts of this week's event or get the Peacock Buster and X3 backpack? No. I never really bothered to roll on normal banners. Even though I do have the chips to do it, I never really bothered on rolling normal banners unless it is a kit that I absolutely love, like the Extreme Gundam. For now, I'm saving up chips for whatever the hell purchase impulse hits me later on. So, unfortunately, no. Plus, I'm gonna be able. It's the parts of the X3 are gonna be obtainable in exchanges anyway. So, yeah, if I really want the Peacock Smasher that badly, I can actually exchange for one. And this is gonna be a little bit precarious because I'm dealing with the head. I need a Ziploc bag. Where the hell am I gonna find one? Right, I'm gonna have to do this off screen because this is a Ziploc bag that used to contain my pills, like when I was sick. So, yeah, there's gonna be some personal information on there. That's why I'm gonna put it off to the camera. I feel you. Try Google. I lost everything. Oh, that's shit. Then, well, yeah, go for Facebook. Then go for Facebook. I wouldn't mind a Crossbow full cloth custom, but it should be the MC's Gunpla. Yeah, maybe. Next year, someone to make a new Gundam series working in mobile suits. I just really want a proper Gundam since it's not Gunpla base. Still wait since the end of IBO. Same. But yeah, IBO is gonna be celebrating its birthday next week. Like, not the following Sunday, next Sunday. A few more updates on my phone is gonna give up on GBM entirely. That's sad. Yeah, maybe you should save up and get an upgrade. Recently I got the Star Build Strike and Blue Destiny Unit 3. That's cool. Blue Destiny Unit 2 was good, and the Unit 3 is basically the same thing, but I don't really feel too strongly to it. I just want to make an exam joke back in the day, which I regret. But it is a pretty decent kit. Hey, Generic Weep. I hope next year summer is going to do Gundam series. I've read that. This is going to be a long day. Do you want Hinata to have? Yeah, this will be a long day for sure. And I'm still going to prep the Quanta. What machine do you want Hinata to have? Definitely not the Nobel Gundam, that's for sure. And I do not want to stick to the stereotype of female Gundams should only be the ones from G Gundam. But I understand the Rising Gundam has the Rising Arrow, but come on. Hiroto could teach her how to build a bow and implement it into her custom Gunpla. So let me see. There goes that. Oh shit. Well then, I should have stuck both of these on a strut. I see her as a 00 type of girl. With my limited knowledge of Gundam, because believe it or not, I don't know that much about Gundam, I think she should probably go for something that I am not recalling right now because I am so paranoid that I will lose these gem parts. So, let me see. Maybe either the I can only think of the Astria as one of them. Like, because IBO doesn't suit him, obviously. The age doesn't really suit it. G Reco doesn't really suit it. Yeah, I guess G Arcane, but who cares about that anyways? But of course, it is a pretty good thing to have like a G Arcane custom, in my opinion. But to me, the Astria, not like Exia needs any more exposure, in my opinion, but here we have it. This is my thoughts. I think Hinata should have a kit based on the Gundam Astria. And where are the ears? Okay, there we go. I think Hinata should use a Gun Archer custom. Not really too sure about that. Maybe a Gun Archer custom that actually customizes it into a Gundam, because the Gun Archer technically is still the Gundam Artemis. The B. Piloted by Gundam Meister 874. So there you have it then. A custom Shia Quanta full saber? Yeah. But this is the second thing that I really want to ask you guys. Like, should I do a triple drive system or rip the other GN sword, not GN sword, the GN shield from my other Shia Quanta to make a triple, like, no, either the GN sword 4 or the triple drive system. Which one should I go for? Lol, I would take the ears too. Yup. And the Pluton is the basis for the Artemis in extension. Yeah, but it's second generation Gundams. Still need to delve into that part of the history of Double O because I'm not really too familiar with that. But here we go again. Oh right, this thing does not use a gem. Hayano. I don't think they're the same entity because Hayano seems more cheerful in Cross Rays, and 874 is this robotic version of him. Of her, sorry. It seriously is bothering me that I do not know where I boxed up the other Shia GN sword bit. It's bothering me. Like, I boxed it up, so it's around here somewhere. But I feel really, really bothered if I don't find it. Ah. Goddamn. Double O and all of its cloning technologies, man. Not even I could catch up with that. What's your favorite mobile suit? Barbatos, no doubt. But the OG form of the Barbatos. Barbatos Lupus is a close second, but original form. AKA fourth form. Is this the C plate? Yeah, this is the C plate. The Cubile, maybe based on the Cubile Papillon, because I don't feel like the humanistic eyes, like the humanoid eyes that the original Cubile had, suits Hinata's theme. And definitely not the freaking Cubile. Damn, that's it. Let's get that right. And, of course, not the Cubile Amberlo. God damn it. Oh, there it is. Found it. So, found the bit. So I could rip off the other GN shield if I wanted to, or I could just use the original Double O Quanta GN shield. But would that suit my theme? I'm not really too sure. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep. Nice having you here, Ragana. Ranga. Sleep well, my man. We don't really give a damn about the Cubile Damned. Yeah, because it's shit. Like, there's no better way of putting it. It's shit. Would you have liked to see a sequel to IBO? I don't think so. Because it ended off in a perfect note. Peace was attained between the Earth and Mars spheres. But I would love to see more IBO. Namely, a version of the Calamity War made into a movie. So, yeah, we can all dream, but Sunrise has to design all 72 Gundam frames. We did see some of them in their original forms, but there are some that exist right now we still haven't gotten the original forms to. Let's say the Gundam Wall and the Gundam Gushin. Damn, that was harsh. Yeah, that's a harsh judgment about the Cubalite dance, but it's damned to be shit. Let's get that right. Yes, humongous fingers, not even a single point of articulation. Like, that's the Zeltsam all over again, just in Master Grade form. Like, come on, I know it's based on the 2001 Master Grade Cubalite, but new parts deserve new engineering, am I right? Gushin will always be a frog for me. Not for me, it's gonna be like a brute. Like, because who gives a damn about the frog Gushin? Let's get that right. He wields a counterfeit Mjolnir and acts like a frog, hits like a frog, dodges like a frog, drops grenades like shit like a frog. So I don't give a damn about it. It never really even appeared in the anime. Like, it appeared for 2 battles and it's done. I don't think the Astaroth will be piloted by Akatsuki. Like, the way the Gecko will end, like, this is semi-confirmed, I think, but the perfect way for Gecko to end is that the Astaroth will return to its original form somehow and fight against the Gundam Sierra. That's the only good way I can think of ending Iron Blooded Orphans Gecko. And I do not know whether or not its story gets progression or something like that now, because we barely even get wind of whatever the hell is happening behind the scenes. But the only way for Gecko to end is for the Astaroth to duel with the Gundam Sierra and basically win. Barbatos is damaged beyond repair. But if we wind the clock back, like wishful thinking, I say, like Calamity War ONA, Barbatos will be back to be fresh. We'll be back to like a fresh state. And the Mace, not sure, because I think IBO ended off in a perfect note. I mean, they've prepared the arms, is prepared the head too. It's definitely possible. Like, if they actually wanted to repair the Barbatos and the Gushin, they can actually go ahead and repair it. But I don't think any more battles is necessary in Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans going forward. But if they want to make a side story or even an entire prequel, then go ahead. Damn, the technology in IBO seems stagnant and IBO needs its OG armor. But yeah. Oh crap, that shouldn't be here. And I'm sure Akatsuki and Archie's child will finish the legendary higher gun started. I don't know. Still, I'm the tiniest bit peeved that my theory about Gundam Build vs. Rerise was wrong. I really thought that Stolas is gonna excavate a Gundam for himself, namely Gundam Stolas. Like, that's gonna be quite a meta joke for his name, being called Stola, because Stolas, taking the form of an owl, is basically one of the wisest demons in there. Of course, next comes Fennex, but we already have that. in the form of the Unicorn Gundam. But anyways, I feel like it would be a meta joke for Stola to accidentally excavate a Gundam frame. That is the ASWG-36 Gundam Stolas. What about Hachiraboshi? That's Marcosius. Gundam Marcosius exists right now, and the form that we saw as the Gunpla Kit is actually the original form, so that's excluded. Fourth form is the Calamity War version. Yes, this is the fourth form is the original version of the Barbatos. So yeah, we are still due at least, at most 2 Gundam frames. At least 1, at most 2. Because there's still the line art way back when. And we still do not have a good look at Gundam Sierra. So yeah, I'm still waiting on that. And Gunpla Kits, man, Gremory and Wall Johanna deserve to be made into Gunpla. Let's be honest here. Calamity War movie, essentially, Barbatos versus Hashmal, and I'm down for that. I really want to see how Agnika actually finished off the mobile armors. Also involve Almiria as recruiting Nanau's faction to ruin the peace, all because Megillus was killed and wants revenge. We never knew. Oh yeah, but I doubt that a little girl like her, or maybe she's grown into a teen by the time that IBO ended, that she would go ahead and grab the Gundam Chimaris. Or maybe there are more of the 7-star Gundam frames hidden inside of Gardhorn's hangar, but we may not know for sure. The Gundam Dantalion actually belongs to the Zamfir family, so that's one family, still not one of the 7 stars. And I really doubt that Asmodee or Asmodeus would actually make an appearance, as much as I really want them. If they actually plan to make more IBO, first of all, god damn it, release the Gremory and the Wall Johanna. Second of all, make the most devious, make the most, not devious, make the most scariest of demons in the Ars Goetia into Gundam frames. Let's say Gop, one of the four cardinal kings of the Ars Goetia, and yeah, Asmodeus, as I mentioned, basically the personification of the sin lust. And of course, we really need Belial, because he is the prince of deception. And I do not know who else I could think of as scary. One of the most terrifying demons in the Ars Goetia. Basically, Gop. I'm not counting the other Cardinal Kings because they're not listed in the Ars Goetia. Although, yes, I did say that my magnum opus is eventually going to be a Gundam frame called Gundam Zeminiar, which is going to be another one of the 4 Cardinal Kings of the Ars Goetia. So, look forward to that when I actually get the scrap spinning skills necessary for that to happen. But Gop, one of the 4 Cardinal Kings, and also one of the demons listed in the Ars Goetia, and Asmodeus, and Belial. That's the 3 that I really want to see. And Andras works together with Flauros, so I imagine that the 2 Gundam frames would actually have a close relationship in the war. I don't know, but anyways. Yeah, I know the Flauros is in its original form. That's why I never listed it as having an unknown original form. Agnidas reflects what a human fast as rarely counts with 2 swords enough to fight in the mobile armor. I really want to see how. I really want to see the how. I know why, just need to know the how. That's basically what I want to see. Belial, a Gundam Belial will be perfect for Almeria, but Sierra will be revealed to be in Nanau's possession, probably a gift from Rosario. Rosario's died. But Gundam Sierra is the one that ruined killed RG's family, let's not put it bluntly. But I'm not really too sure. Like, Gundam Sierra has been occupied, but Belial, the Prince of Deception, not really Almeria's taste. Like, not to me. Maybe Gop. Anybody know about the Merlin prototype got released on FGO Arcade? Not really too sure, but no, I think Bale is the only one that holds significance. This is the Ace Gundam, and because of what it signifies, and because it is the first ever Gundam frame to be produced. But yeah, I'm not really talking about the Gjallarhorn hierarchy. I just really want to see that if they actually design more Gundam frames, I really want to see the scariest of demons actually be materialized into Gundam frames. But I fully doubt that they're going to be making any more kings, because I think they may actually want Bale to remain as the only king in the post-disaster timeline that actually survived the war. Although, yes, I know there are quite a bit of kings, like King Asmodeus, Prince Belial, King Gop. I think Gop is a king. Like, he's the 4 cardinal kings, one of the 4 cardinal kings, so I assume his ranking is a king. So correct me if I'm wrong. I want to see more IBO. But I think we actually have too many dukes inside of IBO. Like, we can see that, like, there is so many dukes, like Duke Barbatos, Duke Gushian, Duke Dantarian, Duke Flauros, I think. Is Flauros a prince or a duke? I remember it's a duke. And Duke Astaroth. And Duke Wall. And the only Marquis up until the Marcosius was Chimerus. And the only king was Bale. So I really want to see like at least one Gundam frame from each rank. But the one that I want to see more is scary Gundam frames. Like what I just mentioned, Belial, Gop, Asmodeus, maybe Andros as well. But yeah, I know there's a fan design for Gundam Andros. I'm not gonna address that. Gundam Thunderbolt and Hathaway's Flash has some of my most favorite mecha designs. Like what? Like, share. Feel free to share. Gundam frames and core Gundams are really alike. Definitely. Like, Alan, why do you think Belial will be perfect for Almeria? And of course, Flowers is a duke. Okay, good to know. Good to know that my memory wasn't flawed. Fun fact, there was a manga about someone summoning Astaroth and some dating advice. Why did that trigger deja vu? Because I feel like I've heard that from before. And of course, there is also like Prince Stolas, I think. No, what is it? What is Stolas' rank? Like, I'm actually looking this up. Stolas is a prince, and I think Phoenix is a marquis. Phoenix is a marquis. A tool for revenge. Okay, revenge by deception. Maybe. Let's not go too twisted here, but deception. No, that would be lust, because what I'm thinking is using attraction to deceive and then stab her victims in the back. That's probably what I'm thinking about. But Belial being deception means he's gonna be like devious. He's gonna be swaying his enemies, then stabbing them in the back. But if you're talking about talking about attraction, then maybe Asmodeus would fit the bill better, because Asmodeus is the king and the personification of lust. IBO is the most shonen Gundam I've ever watched, and I consider G Gundam as a Tokukatsu show. Not really too understand. I'm not really understanding what you're talking about there, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side because I need my information. What would Asmodeus look more or less like incarnate look as a Gundam? How would that work? Not really too sure. Because Asmodeus has no relationships to females, as far as I know. So looking feminine is not really the option there. I wonder if they had all 72 Gundam frames, but not all of them are fully operational Gundams. Who knows? Who knows? Like, for all I know, because Marcosius was like an undocumented Gundam frame that actually survived the Calamity War. Who knows? Maybe all 72 of them actually survived. But of course, there's gonna be some inevitable casualties. I know, but a man can dream, right? For Thunderbolt, Cycle Zaku, then the Gems, Atlas Gundam, while Handsome Flash, Sea Gundam, Messer Types, and Penelope. Fair enough, those are pretty good designs. Not my cup of tea though. What Gunpla are you building right now? I'm not building anything per se. I'm just preparing these kits for... I'm just preparing the Shia Quanta, and later on the... what is it? Wait a minute. Okay, OBS is not here. The Quanta Full Saber set for painting. So this is a build and chill stream. Progress is going to be slower than usual, but I'm going to try to pick up the pace like right now. So not building anything per se. It's just me preparing some kits and chatting with you guys, having a good old chill time. Somehow when you talk about Belial, I remember Loki from Warframe. Loki suits the deception theme. Loki is shit. And when you subsume him to the Helminth, freaking decoy. Like, oh my god. If you guys play Warframe, you wouldn't know why the hell I'm like trying to step away from Warframe. Like, oh my god. The decisions the devs actually made in the recent year. Like, all the decisions that the devs made apart from Zaku. Yes, there's a frame called Zaku, spelled Xaku. Make all your Gundam jokes, please. Like, apart from the Zaku and Quasis buffs, there's no good decisions. Like, they nerfed Limbo, they nerfed Korra, and in the shit show Spear event, Scarlet Spear. And where the hell is my file? Okay, it's in the box. And they nerfed the Zorus for being like a good quality of life build. And then they nerfed like the 6 abilities for the Helminth system, which is a bad thing. And then they joked about nerfing Mesa. And then they talked about maybe nerfing the top abilities that are being replaced, apart from the Helminth abilities, of course. And they nerfed Mark for Death. Like, they nerfed Mark for Death to the ground, where you cannot exceed the target's maximum health as radial damage. Like, and this is what caused the divide between me and my friend. Let's be frank here. Because I don't know what crack she's been on, but she supports the nerfs for the sake of her own sense of entitlement. For the sake of, oh, killing the brain. What did I just throw in the box? Okay, the 2 feet gear. Nothing to freak out about. Like, to support the nerfs for the quote-unquote, oh, nerfing the brain dead playstyle so I can get the glory because I'm so sick of everybody feeling good about themselves for killing everything in the room. Like, that's the only thing that I cannot agree on. Like, sure, if you support... Wait a minute, what the hell did I just... Oh, PC3, what the hell are these? I'm gonna throw them back in here, just in case. Like, supporting the nerfs, okay, fine. If you have, like, a reasonable enough reason to convince me that you support the nerfs for a reasonable reason, then fine. I'm just gonna let you be. Let's get on with our lives. But if you're supporting nerfs for the freaking sake of your sense of entitlement, then that's what I would go against. to top it all off, Warframe is not even a game about strategy. The only strategy that you get in Warframe is when you're modding in your build. Not that there's anything to mod in for the weapons anyways, because slash and viral is the only meta in this game, and that you can add in heat to strip armor. That's basically it. And of course there's going to be some red crit nuke build. Like, even the shittiest of melee weapons are good this time around because of slash and viral. So yeah, nerfing the like brain dead playstyle. Okay, nerf Korra then. Oh no, I use Korra and the Pilfered Strangledome augment for farming steel essence. So should she be nerfed? Should Mesa be nerfed? Should Saren be nerfed? Should any nuking frame be nerfed? Like, because that's the only thing that Digital Extremes has been promoting right now. Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, the Steel Path. Everything is about damage. Not everything, like, literally nothing is about strategy. Like, let's say spy missions. They added this helmet skill called Perspicacity, which is an automatic hack. So if you infuse that onto your spy warfares, then you do not need to even use your brain at all. You just need to sustain your energy, walk your way to the spy vaults. Be careful to not trigger the goddamn alarms. There you go. So, yeah. I didn't talk to my friend for a week because of this argument. Because she's so, like, because she's so, I don't know, aka protective. Something fell, don't worry. Because she's so protective about her aka sense of entitlement, because I want to be the only one who nukes everything, so that I get the feeling of entitlement, so that I feel good about myself. I'm so tired of all the other people nuking frames, nuking all the rooms, because they get a fool of themselves. Like, what is this logic? Tell me. Gunpowder building right now. Preparing powers. Osmoday for Almeria. Never pretty much prevent Almeria from surviving at the end of it all. Yeah, but if it is about getting revenge, then yeah, the worst thing that Almeria can do is sacrifice herself to get her revenge, so that she can be in death together with Megillus. So see, that's not too bad of a bad ending. Like, there's this kind of like a fan comic that I've seen of Iron Blooded Orphans with all the dead characters in another realm meeting up against with each other. That's kind of happy to see, to say the least. I'm not happy that they're dead, but it's happy to see that there's a rendition of Iron Blooded Orphans characters reuniting in the dead. Chroma Prime is my favorite Warframe. Not for me, but good. Like, I do not get the nuances of Chroma Prime because I can easily die even with Ice Chroma, Vex Armor. Not Vex Armor, Elemental War. That is the stupid skills. Deus Ex for the movie would be the power of love, not friendship, because that one is overused. Yup, no doubt, the power of friendship is overused in the build series. Like, that's how build versions of Mary Sue's are created. The power of friendship. God damn it, everything is falling. Am I the only one that thinks that writing for Norse mythos, especially in Loki, is pretty damn clever? Yeah, he's the god of mischief. 3-turn farming FGO is pretty brain dead, especially with the Quick Iron Buster meta. Oh yeah, so that game should be nerfed as well, according to her. Sounds like the devs want a new place to play the game, so they dump it up a notch. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's just, it's Overwatch all over again. Like, they see something good, nerf. They see something popular, nerf. That's basically all Digital Extremes is doing. And I can't believe there is some apologist who just so happened to be my friend. Not that I don't support her reasons, unless she has, like, as long as she has a reasonable reason to support them, then okay, fine. But if it is about your sense of entitlement for playing the game, then fuck off. Like, I'm sorry if you're watching this, but please piss off. Like, if you're not for brain dead gameplay, then Warframe is not the game for you. If you want to play with your sense of entitlement and tact, then play solo. There's no competition there. There's one reason. There's one of the reasons why FGO got no PvP function, and there's one reason why PvP in Warframe never gets accessed. Like only the 7 mastery rank 1 players actually play them. God damn it! There's the nubs. Also sounds like League. Yeah, and by the way, I've heard with credible evidence that Loyal, or basically the mother company of Digital Extremes, just got bought out by Tencent. So, yeah, in a matter of time, Chinese propaganda is gonna bleed itself into the game. So, you're welcome. By the way, is Biollante good? Biollante Custom for Unicorn good? I haven't built the Biollante Custom. I built the Biollante Isolde, and from that experience, only the legs are the hindering factor. But maybe you're just gonna be posing your Biollante Custom in the air, so that's probably gonna be good. Plus the Biollante Custom has more features when compared to the Biollante Isolde. So yeah, we do have the claws, we do have the beam sabers. That's basically it. But the claws can actually be fiddled around with. So yeah, Biollante Custom for the win. But Biollante Isolde because Gundam Head. That's basically all. That's basically my argument for buying the Isolde instead of the custom. More like on top of the fact that I never see it anywhere anymore. So that's a fact. And let alone the normal Biollante. I don't see any variants of the Biollante ever. Never talk about Warframe without PvP. Let it be in the dust. Oh sure, yeah, definitely. But Universal Medallions don't work on Conclave, and there are some Conclave items that I would actually want. So, yeah, it's arbitrary. It's extremely arbitrary how Digital Extremes only listens to this one fucking guy who tweeted about the frustrations of people who actually spend their time and heart to farm Conclave. So Universal's Medallions working on Conclave is bullshit. Just by the power of that one person causing Universal Medallions to not work on Conclave anymore. Like, man. And this gay bastard, a gay guy plays. Not that I'm against gay people, because your sexual orientation is none of my business. You can love whoever the hell you want. I'm straight, by the way, so yeah, I can't sympathize with them, but I accept them. But having a social status doesn't mean you can be toxic. But for some reason, Digital Extremes listens to the valuable opinions of a gay guy plays. So now there's nationalism and propaganda in my game. Great, just great, yeah. But technically, he can NP loop special attack. Okay, good. Gundam Head versus Federation Visor and Biollante. Gundam Head wins for yeah. Don't judge me. I'm all about Gundams, and I really like the Gundam Head of the Biollante Isolde. Of course, the visor looks okay, but Gundam Head for the win. That's me. Because I don't know. I don't know what really caught me into the Biollante Isolde apart from the Gundam Head. Like, I could say that I like the only battle that it appeared in. Yeah, I have a lot of Gundams but not a single grunt suit. Gundam Head for the win. That's me. But I did have my fair share of grunts. For example, the Real Grey Zaku, Charge Zaku. I do have the High Grade Goof R35. And I do have the Wyndham. And I do have the GMGM. Barton Custom was an Ace Mobile suit. I know. But still, the Gundam head. I never really feel appeal to the visor, apart from the Wyndham's, because, man, the Wyndham's visor made it look like, I don't know, a certain character from Halo, namely Master Chief. I really love that visor, and it's kind of sad to see it go in the Eldora Wyndham, which is gonna be coming. It's gonna be coming next month, October. So there's something to look forward to at least, apart from the heavy arms, which is good. God damn it, Bandai! Like, October being this wasteland. Not a fan of the GMs. Nah, I really regret not picking up the Char Zaku 2 Revive. Not me though, I'm not really too big of a fan of Zaku's, but I have to get it eventually. Like, I will not feel complete until I complete all the duels, like the legendary duels of the Universal Century. GM Visorhead, not a fan. The Wyndham though, yeah. Next time, can you build RG? I already reviewed the RG Sazabi, so there's no way in hell I'm gonna get another one. I'm sorry, but I did already build and reviewed the Sazabi that was 2 years ago. I remember it. I clearly remember it is after the typhoon that hit Hong Kong, the devastating super typhoon that actually hit Hong Kong, Mangkut. So yeah, I already built it. It, like, watch at your own discretion, because it was in the old setup. So I don't remember whether or not I actually I think it was before I got the white bulbs, so it was still on auto color. Like, it still had the auto color effect on the review, I remember. So it is there. It is in my 1:144 scale playlist. So yeah, you can check out the review of the Master Grade Sazabi. Not Master Grade, Real Grade Sazabi there. Not going to be picking up the Master Grade Extreme Unicorn Gundam because, like, there's a higher chance that it is out of stock, and that it's gonna be too expensive for my budget. I'm already trying to save up because of the lack of Gunpla releases recently, and that I already spent like a lot of money on Gunpla this year. Heavy Arms is coming this October, and we'll do instantaneously unless it's the Annis Waltz version, I don't really care about the Heavy Arms custom, because it's literally the same thing, apart from a few armament tweaks. I think it's a double Gatling gun instead of a single Gatling gun. But knowing Bandai and what they did with the Sandra custom, then maybe you guys would be better off waiting for the Heavy Arms custom P Bandai kit. I'm not gonna be getting the new Massacre Unicorn. No, too expensive. Imagine Bandai releasing the alternate head of Zaku to fix an MG Zaku 2.0. Yeah, probably. I'm on the legs, by the way, so the build is on the quote-unquote build, by the way, because this is just a preparation stream, so that's gonna be almost done, and that I still need to prepare the GS Sword 4. Nice, I will watch it later. I really love the MSU with Gunbreaker Mobile. Okay, this stream is going extremely slow. I have to pick up the pace. MG expensive. Now, by the way, if you guys have been strolling around the internet for a bit, don't trust the image of what the next Master Grade Extreme is talking about. It is because I saw an image on Facebook on one of the local model shops, and it shows a quote-unquote Master Grade Extreme Barbatos Lupus Rex, And that was a fake out, honestly. Like, obviously that is going to be a fake out because, yeah, it's going to be made to troll people, obviously, but yeah. Do you think Bandai would release a Masquerade X unicorn without the lights? No, definitely not. But for damn sure, they're going to be doing the Banshee, Fanex, G Fanex, perfectibility for the Gundam base. So yeah, they're gonna be capitalizing on the Masquerade Extreme Unicorn Gundam now that everything now that we have known that the Masquerade Extreme Unicorn Gundam only has the problem of loose arms, not loose shoulders, loose arms that they stay on the shoulders after fiddling around for a bit. So yeah, it's a pretty, like I've seen reviews. It's a pretty standard looking and a pretty decent kit as a whole, but still. Speaking of Gundam Breaker, I already tried Gundam Breaker Mobile. I have ranted about it in the start of the stream, how I have no actual way of obtaining the Gundam Valkyrie because of the stupid, like, Grand Prix. You will need 19 strong melee suits with a finisher each to easily beat the Grand Prix and get the Valkyrie tokens. So that's absolute bullshit there. So hopefully later on there's going to be an easier way to obtain those Valkyrie tokens without me going through the damn trouble to actually obtain and rank up those pieces, by the way, because at least 5-star, you need at least 5-star pieces to even have a comfortable experience of clearing the new game mode. But the Gundam Valkyrie's design is very, very nice. I love the design. So hopefully there's going to be another way to obtain those tokens. You still play it? Yes, I am still playing it. I told, like, yeah, you guys can go ahead and dream over there, but the Masquerade Extreme Barbatos Lupus Rexum is just fake. Now that's a Barbatos literally worth dying for. Yeah, rip Mika. What do you feel about the RX-78 FOO? The walking one is good. Really, really good. I would actually love to have a Japan trip where I alternate between Yokohama and Tokyo. So I think maybe there is a Shinkansen to basically go from Yokohama to Tokyo. I'm not really too sure about Japanese transport, but when this entire pandemic thing boils over, then I would want to consider going there with my friend to look at the Walking Gundam in all of its glory, spend a day there, maybe buy some Gunpla kits, and just to have a good time. But the high grade and master grade is too detailed. There is no doubt about that. It's so detailed that it triggers some type of phobia in me. I'm not sure what phobia that is, but I just feel the chills up my back when looking at the high grade and the master grade. The master grade is okay, but the high grade, too detailed. Too freaking detailed. I live in Odaiba, Japan, but I never go to Yokohama because of Gundam FOO. But I love to do so though. Cool. It's the over. Oh shit. It's the overdone overkill phobia. Oh man. Probably. Probably. Not too sure. But, man. Bandai really overdone the FOO Gundam. And by the way, it was available in the local model shop. But I never bothered because there are too many variants of the Granddaddy Gundam this year. What would you build next time? The Dictus. Like, because the Tertium Arms, I'm not going to be building, I'm not going to be holding a stream for it. Because initially, what the idea was, is to hold this stream with the Tertium Arms build. I'm going to show you guys the Advanced Tertium and then go ahead and prepare. But, I'm glad I didn't, because seeing that this took so long, this may actually take up the whole entire stream. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't. And the Tertium Arms will not be in a stream of its own because it's a build set. I expect those to finish really quickly. So the next build will most definitely be the Dictus. And when that's created, the walking R78 moves so smoothly. And to the constructor's discredit, I feel like the motors in the skirts are just, I don't know. It's just unnecessary to have motors in the skirts. But that's just me. That's just me not knowing a whole lot of engineering. So yeah, maybe the motors in the skirts are necessary in an engineering standpoint, but to me, as a casual onlooker, it's not really too necessary. And apparently I forgot a polycap in there, for God's sakes. When the pandemic is over, aka when we get vaccines and anti-vaxxers start bitching and moaning. Autism is not really that bad objectively. I just curse it. So getting autism, I don't know. It's medically medically debunked that vaccinating will get autism. But just in case those anti-vaxxers still believe in that stupid myth, still believe in that stupid conspiracy theory. Having autism is not too bad of a thing. So there's nothing to fret about. Although yes, maybe the antibodies that will be produced from the exposure of the vaccine may not last too long, but well, there's still a reason to go ahead and get vaxxed when a certified vaccine by WHO, World Health Organization, when a certified WHO vaccine is out in the market, it is probably in your best efforts to go ahead and get vaxxed. Although I'm still petrified of needles, just because of my experience in the hospital, due to suicidal thoughts. Like, that was 3 years ago, so I already shook it off. It's not too sensitive of a topic for me to talk about, so don't worry. But I'm still petrified of needles ever since that blood extraction that I had in the hospital. Yeah, maybe it's to lower the weight of the knees, or to not scrape off the paint, but it could have done with a speed tweaking. It could have done with a little bit of a time delay on the raise of the skirts. So that's a little bit iffy to look at, but still good effort. So to me, if the motors are necessary, they really need to delay it by like a half a second, so it will not look as iffy. Okay, where's the other skirt? Okay, there we go. And we come down to the excuse me. Blades on the back skirt. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys this before I go ahead and build the Quantum Full Saber set, because it depends on how much I prepare in the stream. Okay, E19, okay. That's the piece that I need. Do you think it would be nice if you add some lo-fi musics? Not really, because I'm scared of copyright infringement. So, yeah. And I am not putting my channel at risk for copyright infringement. I worked for 7 years on this channel, almost going to the 8th, and I got to 3K. We are slowly but surely climbing up to 3.3K at this point. So I'm not gonna risk any music playing to jeopardize my channels. I'm sorry, but in the case that I find a royalty-free playlist that I actually like, then maybe I'll put that together and play it in the stream. Getting autism is vaccinated should be the same as winning the lottery, because how the heck would a vaccine really do that? I don't know. I don't know why this conspiracy theory even began, but in the minds of those anti-vaxxers, taking a vaccine would mean autism. Like, I'm standing in their point of view. Although, yes, I know it doesn't cause autism. Autism is mostly genetically caused. But there's nothing to fret about your children getting autism. It's fine. It's fine. What's the event in your channel's 8th anniversary? I don't know. I never really do anniversaries for my channel because there's nothing really too special to do. I feel like these special events would have been more appropriate as channel milestones. So hopefully we will get to 5K at the end of the year. Can we do that? Can we? Don't be mad, it's just a stupid copyright. Yes, I know. Like, that's the one other thing I'm gonna rant about later on. But I will ask you guys the loadouts that my custom should take, because I suck at drawing. Apparently this piece is freaking undergated. Or not, because those fill this. Anyways, I'm just gonna fill those in. These are not undergates, but they don't affect the structure too much. So nothing lost there. I'm gonna rant about the copyright after I ask the question on my loadout. Do you wish a P Bandai custom set for Heavy Arms in Sandrock? No, not separately, but when all of the five Meteor Project Gundams are released, then maybe. But then again, Shenlong and Ultron are two completely different Gundams. Deathscythe and Deathscythe Hell are completely different Gundams. Wing and Wing Zero are completely different Gundams. So yeah, custom sets when like a custom weapon set for when the Heavy Arms and the Sandrock High are released. So yeah. I mean, it's sad as sad as it may be, those children who didn't get vaccinated might not last as long to see if they have autism or not. True. Is there some kind of anti-vax movement in Hong Kong too? I don't know, but there has to be some kind of dumbass who believes that anti-vaxxing is the way to go. Gotta go have fun. Good night, Olsen. Fun fact, if you just use a 6-second copyright music, you can get a copyright claim. But there's this one thing I don't understand. Like I've seen reviews of the Massacre Extreme Unicorn Gundam. It is frankly a Mandarin, like Chinese review. The music was blasting. He uses the full OSTs from Gundam Unicorn, and somehow he doesn't get into trouble. Like, YouTube's stupid copyright system has had me on the ropes for a long time. Like back in the day when I was doing my gaming videos, it's not my fault that the music was in the game, because I really want to listen to the music while I was playing. And I got a copyright claim just because of that. And for some stupid reason, that Chinese reviewer didn't get into copyright trouble for using at least 3 unicorn of original soundtracks in the review, blasting, might I add, in their entirety, still not getting into trouble. And there is at least 6 seconds of each OST that is not talked over. No trouble. He did that twice. The Masquerade Extreme Unicorn Gundam and the Blu-ray box set version of the Perfectibility, he did that as well. And in the full transformation sections, he doesn't talk over it, yet the full OST is still playing in the background. So what the hell is this YouTube copyright system? I don't know. Like, it's bullshit. But because of me getting into trouble for having, like, talking over most of the song in the game, Need for Speed, to be exact, and still getting copyright claimed, yet someone who uses those songs as an entirety, blasting clear for the ear to be heard, can still not get into stupid trouble. Maybe he doesn't monetize the videos, I don't know, but for damn sure, he has monetized them because it is going to be popular, because unicorn, am I right? Still not getting into goddamn trouble. Like, I was contemplating on whether or not I should use Hatena, like the official version of Hatena, in my Re-Rising Gundam review. It's not worth risking it, so I used the piano version. Credited the creator, all is hunky-dory, let's move the fuck on. But in my profile videos, I was fretting that Sunrise Music is gonna copyright claim me for using the Build Divers theme in my Gundam Aegis Knight video. I tried to remix it as much as possible, tried to lower the volume as much as possible, but not to lower it to the point where it's completely unintelligible by the ear. So there's the struggles for adding background music, so that's why I never really bothered to do that again. Now, because this copyright system is completely rigged to the point where it's fine for popular channels to actually use copyrighted content in their entirety, while it is not fine for the smaller channels who accidentally does the same, or even when the smaller channels try their very, very best to actually use those themes and get past the scanning barriers, like tuning the music to the lowest intelligible point possible and constantly talking over it and still getting copyright claimed, while the bastards who use the music in an entirety while rarely talking over it get away with it. That's how bullshit YouTube's copyrighting system is. The Parasite. I wish Bandai would make a Masquerade Sotheby based out of form in the RG Sotheby. Isn't the version COD basically that? I wish Bandai would make a Oh, okay, I read that twice. Sorry. The parents didn't know they were vaccinated or refused to vaccinate their child. Ugh. Hate those people. Imagine not getting vaccinated when literally there's plague everywhere. Imagine not wearing a mask when we're literally in a pandemic. That's what the old people do. Like those old people, old geezers who gather in parks, smoking their asses off playing chess, not wearing masks at all, and they're disrespecting the social distancing rules. Like, social distancing rules here basically say that there only 4 people can be in the same group. Well, those old geezers gather in packs of 8. And no trouble. No freaking trouble because they support the government, quote unquote. Oh no, Penguin Z and Markiplier got a copyright for the stupid road rage that is faked. Well, not the same case I'm talking about, but yeah, the copyright system is flawed because anybody, literally anybody, can issue a copyright claim or even issue a copyright strike on her videos. Like take some malicious person, for example, who wants to copyright claim me just because I showed like an official line art of a Gunpla. That's gonna be messed up. And by the way, Reaper, the Shia Quanta does contain parts for the original Quanta head. So if you do not want the cat ears, you can definitely go ahead and build the original Quanta head. The copyright system on YouTube has a lot of flaws, and people can abuse the system to shut down another people. Yeah, I know. God damn it, I'm getting lightheaded because of this. But yeah, it's just so ridiculous that Sunrise and Sony Music as a goddamn whole is not taking action towards those who use the copyrighted music in full blast when rarely talking over it, and then allow them to monetize their videos with the music in them, while those who try to either not use it at all or try to get around the system, get around the AI detection, get copyright claimed. So that is completely useless. The system is completely useless. Should I buy the Aegis Knight? Only if you can tolerate the stupid backpack arms and the shoulder pieces. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hell of a time handling that kit, let me tell you that much. So fix those issues. But overall, I will recommend the kit. I'm from Vietnam, and the epidemics is not very good here. Nowhere is nowhere in the world is safe. Thanks, China. Yeah, I just said it. Please arrest me. If only it weren't for the pandemic. If only it weren't for the pandemic, everything would have been hunky-dory. Everything would have been fine. We would have been going on with our lives, no delays whatsoever, sitting at our desks, building Gunpla, chatting out a storm about what we think about Re-Rise and what the future of Gunpla would be. Instead, no. People have to be shut up. People who have seen warning signs about this potentially happening are silenced. Had you full think YouTube as a real content reviewer? I think so, but the ones that are biased towards popular YouTubers, because popularity means income. Income means we can get the cheddar. So we will not copyright strike those bigger channels who use full original soundtracks while rarely talking over it, but instead choose to kick the smaller ones out of the system because you're not making us any goddamn money. This is absolutely messed up. Only bigger YouTubers can get into contact with YouTube support. Exactly. We all need to have at least tens of millions of subscribers in order to get a second of YouTube's attention to address the issues that YouTube system has bestowed onto us. So small fry like me will easily be shoved to the back burner because nobody official gives a damn about me. Is Re-Rise good? Re-Rise is definitely good, but it ties a lot into the original season, so I don't know. For continuity's sake, you may as well check out Original Gundam Build Divers, which is the worst thing I've ever seen. But Re-Rise is phenomenal. So I would absolutely recommend you to check it out, Candy. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, now on to business, guys. So, please voice out in the comments. Should I use the GN Sword 4 or triple drive system? Like, voice out in the chat. Because that will determine what I'm going to do with the GN Sword 4. It determines on how much I have to prepare for the GN Sword 4. So voice out in the chat, triple drive system or GN Sword 4. If only some people don't do anything that moves. If that's it, people just have a knowledge about sanitation, and if only they stop sending people back in every country, just maybe. If only those 5 million people haven't escaped from Wuhan, huh? If only Hong Kong has shut down every single border, huh? Everything is our fault, and I know it. PewDiePie is the only independent YouTuber with 100 million subs. And he's been on the platform for a really long time despite all his controversies. People still support him. Yeah, because he's a genuinely good guy. Yeah, triple drive system. Okay, so the consensus is the triple drive system. So should I rip the other shield from my other Shia Quanta, or just reuse this useless one right here? Of course, the GN Sword bits are around, but I just do not want to detach them from the sword. So this or extra Shia Quanta. Wait, do we want to go symmetrical or maximizing the utilization of extra parts, because this shield has been lying around for years, especially when the real grade has knocked the high grade out of its shelf. Is that a master grade? I know PewDiePie actually customized an Avalanche Xia dash, but I don't know if it's a master grade or high grade. It's like Chernobyl all over again, except almost everybody chooses the dumb choices, except for when it could have actively been avoided. Reuse. I like the ideas, but instead of true GN drives, either use 2 pseudo GN drives, one true one pseudo drive for 2 GN drives. I don't think it's going to be playing into the canon of original Double O too much, because after all, this is a custom for for the history of my story. It's not going to appear in the story anytime soon, so don't ask, but it's basically me cashing in on the Kitsune theme. Upgrade, people, upgrade. Damn, Pews does the big PP move of painting the parts from the runners. Well, at least his decal work is better than mine, because in personal experience, I actually have no creativity when it comes to decals whatsoever. His dead ass called Setsuna Jamal. I mean, very close to his real name, but not really. It's Soran Ibrahim. Nowhere close to Jamal. Okay. Do you know how to fix the shoulder joint of Sazabi? How did you break it? Like, it depends on how you broke the joint to determine whether or not I know how to fix it. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of a problem because it's not level. It's definitely not level, but I think I could live with it. I think I could live with it. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I do have a shield over here. God damn it. It's so bothersome that this isn't level. Like, if you look at the fan-made Triquanta, if you take a look at the fan-made Triquanta, that thing has level G and shields. But unfortunately, the brace over here is not gonna give me a level. Oh my god, this is gonna be a little bit of an eyesore. But maybe I could live with it when the shields are on there. I don't know, but yeah, maybe not. So I see Red Titan actually respond to my query. So we have a triple drive system. So full, like two of the Shia GN shields, or one GN shield from the original Quanta and one Shia one. I don't know how to put that any better than I did. So excuse me. So two of the same shields, or one on different different one on each side. That's the best I can do, sorry. Well, Puce is still a human. He does things without thinking sometimes. Yeah. But it's good to know that one of the most famous human beings is actually into Gunpla. Well, I know. I mean, I saw him having a perfect grade double riser, so I accidentally pulled the joint too much. Well, I don't think you can repair it to the previous extent, to when it was, to before it was broken. But yeah, all you can do is break the kit. Different on each side, I think. How about the others? Like different on each side or the same thing? OGG and shield at the back. Everything I ever said was a joke. But seriously though, I don't know that the Avalanche Exia is actually a master grade. But PewDiePie was actually wrong there, because strictly speaking, not picking on anybody who doesn't know, but strictly speaking, the thing that he built is the Avalanche Exia Dash, not the Avalanche Exia. So there you have it. OG shield at the back. Well, considering that there's a GN drive turbine over there, I don't think it's actually going to be possible for a shield at the back. So yeah, as long as you guys agree with one original shield and one of the Shia shields, then I'll try messing around with the combinations, because yeah, there can only be two combinations. Depends on which shield goes on which side, and which shield pokes out a little bit further front than the other, because this is bothersome. So how many swords do you want on your Gundam? Yeah, as many as I can put. Like, I mean, the maximum I could put on is 14. Because, and like like the 00 Diver Custom Horologium, as you guys may know him as, I actually have the potential to put 14 swords onto the Gundam. But unfortunately, I do not decide to use the Diver Ace swords on the build because it is used by Leo already. And I seriously need a freaking drink after this rodeo because my mouth is gonna go dry. For a second there, I thought it was a P Bandai Avalanche Exia Dash. No, but if they are actually going to be using Premium Bandai to release an Avalanche Astria Dash, then maybe. No, we need more swords. Well, there's going to be 6 on the original shield, 4 on the other shield, and then there's going to be 1 held in the hand, or maybe 2 if you want me to use the original GN sword. Because although a little bit dirtied up, it's still in working condition. Not perfect per se, but still in working condition. Yeah, this thing is from the beginning of my Gunpla build, so this is, I think this is the 4th kit that I built. So yeah, it's not holding up well, but still, it still works. So all I need to do is dismantle it, clean up the nubs, stiffen up the joints. There we go. So I do not know whether or not to use the original GN sword. So it's all up in the air right now. But you only had 2 arms, doesn't matter. Yeah, as long as you have remote controlled weaponry, then anything is possible. So that means all I need to do in regards to the GN Sword 4 is to actually cut out the GN code and we're done. So yeah, we are getting close to finish preparing for the big spray. Okay, there we go, that's done. I think that is going to be all the parts on the GN shield. So all we need to prepare, okay, there's the blaze over here, never mind. But what's left of the Shia Quanta is the GN sword. I'm not going to have the ribbon function, by the way. And is anybody a good artist out there? Is anybody a good artist? By the way, I saw your first ever video. It was cringe, like you said. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I remember somebody commenting on that video. I remember seeing somebody comment on that video. Was it you, Dwayne? Was it you? You absolute rascal, man. You rascal. But, yeah, I did say watch at your own discretion. So, yeah. Nobody's first videos are ever good. Let me tell you that. But yeah, I've worked just as much as the popular YouTubers. I worked just as long and haven't got just as far. Not nearly as far. Probably. Why can't Bandai make a kit suck like RGXia? I don't know. Okay, all that's left is the GN sword, from what I can tell. Still need the spotty cap though. And oh right. It's gonna go here, and the original GN shield is gonna go here. The shield is in perfect condition, by the way. The sword, not so much. Okay, so here we have it. The original Quanta shield on the left, and what is supposedly going to be the Shia Quanta on the right. We need the head to be able to use the sword. What do you mean? What other Gunpla could MGEX do, though? That's a good question, because no other Gundam that I know is as sophisticated as the Unicorn Gundam. And there's no way they're going to be doing the original Gundam, because the Perfect Grade Unleashed is going to be doing the original Gundam, and most likely will be a 2021 release. Barbatos, maybe the Barbatos Lupus Rex could be incredible. Credible, not incredible. But yeah, I'm thinking of implementing beam guns, beam guns into the shields. I don't know. Maybe if there's a slot I can cut into the Shia Quanta shield, sort of that attached to the suit's head. Oh, okay, I don't think that's viable. Oh, god damn it. Oh yeah, the joints. The joints for the Shia Quantas. Oh, hey, I know where the okay. So if they actually do a Master Grade Extreme Barbatos Lupus Rex, the extreme part will be the color separation. Individual finger covers, like individual fingertip covers that are like actually yellow, that go over the Gundam frame. Can you imagine that? Like individual yellow toes, it has been done by the 1-100 no grade, but individual yellow finger covers. Imagine that. And of course, an extremely deadly looking mace. Thanks to COVID, I will have heavy weapon system for New Late. Same, but not really the same, because I bought the second batch. That would be incredible. Yeah. So yeah, imagine that. Okay, so that plate's done for. But is that extreme enough for them though? Well, considering that the Barbatos Lupus Rex never really had good color separation in the past, maybe. I think they set the bar too high for Unicorn LEDs. True. Or maybe the Quanta with fully purging armor, with LEDs under all the condensers, and actually a working, functional chest condenser that can actually be pulled out and have the fins flip out. That would be pretty awesome to see, won't it? So, the extreme for the Master Grade Quanta, in my vision, is going to be the intricate mechanics to replicate that full armor purge. And, to top it all off, maybe there's going to be an armor rack to actually store on all the purge armor pieces, so that you don't have to painstakingly store every piece in a Ziploc. Maybe that would be nice. Like, although that's my theory. That's my theory. It could be entirely just speculation, but yeah, the MG Quanta can already purge armor, but I don't think it has fully functional condensers. And for damn sure, it doesn't have LEDs. So imagine a Master Grade Extreme 00 Quanta with fully purging armor with an armor rack to store all the armor pieces, all the while having fully functional condensers. Alright, I don't see Exia having a Master Grade Extreme treatment. Oh, stupid nut marks. Since they're planning a 2.0 reusing the Dynamis Ring. Really? Are they really? Still waiting on that Master Grade Virtue though. Like, not for me personally, but for all the fans who really want a Virtue with purging armor that houses the Nadale. Still waiting for that. Fair enough. I know the MGXia is not good. I've heard all the complaints about it. But whether or not they're planning a 2.0 MGXia, I'm not sure. Because I haven't heard of it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the 2.0 because I've heard the reviews of an original MGXia. I don't think they're going to be going there just yet. I think one per year there's going to be a 00 Master Grade. So next is going to be Virtue plus Nadale. Maybe they're going to be doing the Thrones, I'm not sure. But that would mean an extra 3 years. But if they're not going to be doing it, they're probably going to go through Caradhim, Arios, and then CeraV with Seraphim. And then maybe they're going to go do the movie suits. So Zabanya, Harut, and Raphael with CeraV too. So hopefully, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be going to I think they're just going to be going through the mainline Gundams. And by the way, do you find it weird that we only get one real grade for this year? Like, I know there's EVA and stuff, but there's only one real grade Gundam for this year, and it's the Impulse. Like, that's... oh man. That's sad. Yeah, most likely no. Not only LEDs, they're probably going to implement the Aurora Luminescence from the Perfect Grade into the Master Grade if they ever decide to either make an extreme variant of it or redo the Exia. By the way, I fully built the sword here just because it's so easy to take apart. Right, that's done. So, Aurora Luminescence in a Master Grade Exia. How's that for posture? Speaking of Raphael, I hope Bandai can make Gundam out of his armor like Seraphim. That's the CeraV 2. Okay. Unless you really want the Sarah, which is from the Raphael Dominions. Oh shit. There goes the stickers. Are you getting a sponsorship like New Type HQ or Happening Japan? I wish. But I am not based in America, so there's no chance that I'm going to be getting like a... there's no chance I'm going to be getting a New Type HQ sponsorship, and I'm not based in Japan, so... and I do not use the services of Happening Japan, so... yeah. There's no chance that Hobby Link is going to sponsor me. I really hope I get a sponsorship soon. But by the way, this is what you get in the full Saber box. 2 sheets of decals, one matte-ish, one glossy. I don't see any contours that I can peel them into, so I assume you can just cut those out. And then you do get the blade for obviously the GN Sword 4. I forgot where this goes. Let's see, I do have the instruction manual here. Okay, so this goes onto the blade as well. And then the 3 over here are for the daggers, pistols, the dagger pistols that are mounted onto the GN Sword 4. And then this one is basically for the Zabanya, the compatibility part for the Zabanya. And then over here we do have, I think, the Katar mode of the sword. So you can just like a tip and just ram people with it like a Katar. And I think there are parts for the Raphael and the what is it called? Harut. And of course the main sword itself. I'm actually glad that the parts are separated, so you can actually paint those in, spray paint them, before assembling them. So these pieces, they are supposed to be white, so you can snip those out, paint them, and then put it on. The handle, separated, paint it gray before you put it on, that's it. The dome over here painted white, there you go. And by the way, let me just snip that out. How about Galactic Toys? I don't think so. Where is Galactic Toys based in? Like seriously, I would wish for a sponsorship, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm still waiting on my brother to deliver the custom membership icons for me, so hopefully he gets that done soon so that I can use those. And then all I need to do is to think about how I can make the sponsorship video and the post. Hand my application in to review. Have my application for YouTube to review it before I can officially launch the program. So hopefully, don't feel obligated, but hopefully when the membership program launches, hopefully you guys will support it. Okay, so there we go. There we go. And hopefully this will fix the issue that I have. Yes, there we go. There we go. The issue that I have is fixed. But the arm over here looks a little bit too long. But let's see what this will look like with this over here. Definitely does look not that great. Not that good, but acceptable. Australia, I think. No, I don't think so. I'm from Hong Kong. I'm not based in anywhere other than Hong Kong. But let's see whether or not this would work. Oh, it works too well, so this may potentially snap. But it's just pushing it in. What the hell have I done? God damn it. Okay. Ah. Well then, I think I got this part permanently stuck in there. Damn. Anyways. Well, I guess I'm gonna fix this thing off screen. So, final call for comments while I attempt to fix this issue. So, does anybody have anything to talk about this time around? Because everything that I intended to talk about, I did talk about in this stream. God damn it. I think I really need a part separator, don't I? Okay. Extreme EX Neo Xeon for extremely massive kit, paired with the massive Great Extreme Unicorn Gundam, lol. Gotta leave. Okay, nice having you here, Dwayne. Do you think Bandai will release another system next year? Maybe Moon or Pluto? Maybe not in the moon space, because we have tons and tons and tons of moons. But Pluto, not in the mainline planet system, but in the dwarf planet system, maybe. Right. So, what about MGX Nightingale? I don't think there's going to be anything extreme that they could break through with that. Not really too sure. Bandai can absolutely think of things to do. No, it'll be $400. American dollars, obviously. How about a system based on former Gundams, like the baby? Like the Alice baby, actually basing it on the Pro tags? Okay, apparently it is so tight in there I snapped one of the tips on my files. Great! So this is gonna be a hassle. I just bought a high grade Barbatos. Good for you. Just in time to celebrate the 5th anniversary. Okay, I just reversed my entire progress. God damn it. Right, this is gonna be a pickle to go through. I'm not gonna let you guys see that on screen. So yeah. I'm just calling for final comments because I prepared all the parts necessary for the paint. So yeah, just final topics to talk about. And I think I'm getting somewhere now that I can get my finger in there. I think they're already kind of screwed with their Gunpla Pool choice of Master Grade EX. Maybe an Master Grade EXG cell finally, with color shifting armor. How does that feel? Like Hot Wheels done it, like changing the body color of their cars according to temperature. So yeah, what makes Bandai incapable of doing it? Like, it's just paint. It's just color shifting paint, but dependent on the temperature. Finally, there we go. Okay. It actually expanded the hole for this part right here, so the arm is going to be pretty damn loose. But I think a coat of paint would actually help the integrity of that thing, or... No, that's impossible. So yeah, here we go. I'm actually done. So, okay, final call, and I'm out. So, it's been nice having you guys here. It's been nice to actually let out my emotions. Paper trick time. Yeah. Let out my emotions about the recent issues that I've had. And yeah, thank you all for being here. So I'm gonna end the stream here because nothing else needs to be done right now. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. So good night, everybody. Have a nice day if it's daytime where you're from. I don't know.